she doesn't have a lot of family here, so she's from the Virgin Islands, so she's here, met some people and she's been living with, so that's kind of like her family now. So nobody really wanted to get separated. They all stayed together. They're staying at one of their family members' house that they had available for them. Luckily, she does have her own room and things like that. They're waiting to get the house rebuilt. That actually belonged to one of their, again, family members. And they're gonna go back, I think, she said maybe like next year sometime. But she's doing good. She's trying, she's still in good spirits at work, so that's a good thing. She wants to say thank you to everybody for all of your donations. She cried when I told her about the GoFundMe page, like bawled. I'm sure people heard her even with the door closed. She was bawling so loud. And then after Joey called about the relief fund, right? She was like, "Can I hug you?" She's like, "I know it's not you, but can I hug you?" I'm like, "Yes." She gave me a hug. She's in awe. She can't even believe it. So thank you so much.
We have a relief fund that we put together for our franchise association for all franchisees across the nation. And it started with Hurricane Harvey. And we couldn't figure out exactly how to get the money to stylists who were either they lost their homes, lost their cars, and there's this big, huge process we went through. So by the time it got to Dia, it was pretty easy for us to do. But when we sent her the form to sign, and then all she had to do is sign it and send it back to us so we could send her the money, she, of course, went to Genesis and said, so how does this work? So she gets on the phone and says, "I can't pay this money back to you."
Well, let me say, when we got the fax, our fax machine, since we don't use it, was out of paper, so the first page came in that said something about $125,000. So she was like, "Wait, what? Like, I can't pay this back." And I'm like, "Hold on, let's get Joey on the phone."
Yeah, so she had thought that there was somehow she had to pay the money back. We said, no, it's a fund, and that's what we put together for you to use. So it's I can't tell you, from what we saw, how quickly people responded. I think that's just a wonderful thing, because it's nothing, no one was required to do it. You didn't have to do it, but people did it, out of their own generosity. I think that was just a wonderful thing to do. And I know a lot of you didn't really know who she was, but you just knew it was a stylist, and you knew that, if you put yourself in that situation, it'd be very difficult. So from Cheryl and I, we really do appreciate your generosity.
Thank you, guys.
And I know a lot of nice things. I know Studio City put in part of their holiday party money to help out. And one of the things I haven't mentioned really today is, as you know, Joey and I bought some stores in Arizona, some salons, and one of the managers in Arizona put up hundreds of dollars to Dia. And when I said, "How could you do this?" because I know she lives very humbly, she said, "I've been in a place as a stylist where I had nothing, and I felt all alone, and I don't want anyone else to feel alone. So you told me it's Sapphire Family, and now that I'm a member, I should help out somebody in Sapphire Family." So she never met her, didn't know where Woodland Hills store was, anything, but she knew now she was part of the family and that she could help out. So it brings out the best in all of us. I know that there was plenty of people in Woodland Hills, Calabasas, people who lived in Northridge, people who had to, make bad decisions about when to go home. The girls in Calabasas and Woodland Hills stayed open on some not fun days. But all of that really makes a difference of who we are and that we hang together. And I hope that we don't have to use the Stylist Relief Fund for a really long time. But it's there to take care of each other. So both from the Supercuts Franchisee Association and from Sapphire Family, we help when we can. All right.